we're heading out to the new place now. We're gonna be signing the contract actually a little bit early today, but this is probably the best place we've found, which is why we're finally getting into it and finally signing and like deciding, oh yes, we definitely want this place. We were super positive about the place I showed you in the last video, that was by the canal and everything else, because we were thinking like, hey, this place is big, it's got like 3 or 4 balconies, it's got 3 or 4 bedrooms, and you know, blah blah blah. So even though it was an older building, it was good for the price, you know, and it was in our old neighborhood. We like that area, but this new one fits us even better. I've been wanting to live outside the city basically since I came to Taiwan, because I've never been super comfortable in a city. Now, I've actually gotten more comfortable in the city since I've been here. I actually kind of like living in a city, which I never thought would happen. But I, of course, still enjoy living outside the city, having my own privacy, my own space, you know, getting a little more breathing room. And, man, as good as prices are and as cheap as life is in Taiwan, once you go outside the city, it gets crazy how cheap everything is. Kind of typical Taiwanese house style, narrow but tall, kind of what you'd see in New York or something. And the whole place, like I said, 4 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms. You could call it 4 stories, 4 usable stories. Our own little area in the back, our own area in the front, gated community, fully furnished, and it's a newer building. Grand total is equivalent to about $600 US a month, so it's pretty fucking baller. Here's a cool feature of this new house is, I know you've heard of central air or central heat. You know, it's one air conditioning unit that controls the climate of the entire house. This house has central vacuum. Basically, if I go out the back door here, over there, I'm not even going to show you because it's all crowded. I started stacking shit back here already. But there's a big vacuum system that's connected to the back of the house. And what it does is it gives me the ability to connect a hose into the wall itself and have instant vacuum anywhere in the house on all 4 floors. So this is one piece of hose. There's also obviously different extensions and different pieces, but I've got this. I'll go ahead and flip that on, and we would take this here and we'll walk it over here. And on all 4 floors, you'll find these ports along the wall. I just flip this port up here. I plug it in. One-handed sucks. Plugged in. Now I've got vacuum. That's how simple it is. I can do that anywhere in the house on all 4 floors, even up on the roof. That's fucking cool. So in order to run our internet, he fed a cable in there and it went underground and it pops out over there. And now he's gonna feed the wiring in there and pull it back through into our house and then hook up the router internet stuff out there. That's a dish dryer. Literally dries dishes for you. See, you stack the dishes in here like you normally would, and you select how long you want them to dry, hit the power button, and it puts heat and air and circulates it throughout there to super dry them really fast.
You're so awesome. Pay attention.
Oh, you're doing awesome.
Got it. Hi. 公园啊。
Okay, so while we're out here, we're in Longjing, and this is where Ellie is from. That's where her whole family still lives. This is out in the country basically, very close to the ocean, way out. If you go east, you eventually go up the hill and hit my school, Donghai. And if you keep going east past the hill, you start getting into the actual city, like Taichung City. And then of course you keep going east and eventually hit the mountains. So we're all the way out west, close to the ocean right here. This is Ellie's family's property. They had this whole building built about 20 years ago, and it's 4 houses in a row, each of them 2 stories tall. Some of them have a third added to it. There's the area out back, and then there's farming behind there. And there's this whole driveway that comes around and goes through, and they have family dinners in the back. They grill out. And if we walk over here, see the whole place has this like wall surrounding it. It has a front gate area, and across the street is more of their farm where they have chickens and ducks and everything else, and they grow some food. And this used to be part of the farm, but now they're building this new building. That's where some of the cousins are going to live. It's all as big as it is, as wide as it is, and it's about 4 stories tall. It's a one-family house, so everybody's going to live in that. This one family's going to live in that whole big place. And if you look next door, they have more family living in those houses, and then past that are 2 more houses that they just finished building a few months back. Earlier this year, they finished building 2 brand new houses next door that other family lives in. Well, the family lives in one of the houses, the other one's still empty. And if you go down this road and take a right, that's the road that we live in now, like our new house that was just built a few years ago. So not much out here, but basically everybody who does live out here either knows this family or is part of the family. So now we're all very close by and outside the city and fresh air. There's temples. There's a temple over there that we have to pray to later since we moved into the new house. Family temple is over here. It's cool stuff. Oh, and here, this is the family farm right here. Check out these roosters and ducks and stuff.
Hi, 你好。
Yeah. Alright, let's see. They have this.
All right, so we are walking the street to go to Family Mart over here to get some late night snacks, and we saw that the pizza oven truck is set up over here. See, trucks are a big deal here, except they're not like American trucks where they're pickup trucks. The big thing here is what we call little blue trucks, and they're really small, short wheelbase, cab over wheel or cab over axle, whatever you want to call it, cab over engine style of trucks that are basically used for everything. They can either have a flatbed with fold up sides, or they'll be enclosed, or they'll even make them like van style. But that's what this is. They've taken one of these little trucks and they've basically done what most people do, which is they've, instead of loading it and using it for moving, they've used it to build something into it. And food trucks are really popular. They have decided to put an actual pizza oven in the back of their truck. So when we walk up here, you're gonna see that they've got the little menu set up, they've got their lights, they've got the generator running, as you see. And you walk up and you see them making the dough, doing the ingredients, and they'll put it right there in an actual oven and cook you a fresh pizza right there. And pizza of your choice, different prices, but the average is about $6 or $7 for a fresh oven baked pizza right here. I don't know, which one do you want?
I have pineapple.
Okay.
Which one do you
I
want?
think I might get the Supreme.
Which one?
Liam, Papa said he wants Supreme. We'll get Supreme.
Yes. It's just my pineapple.
Ellie, what kind of pizza did we get?
We got Supreme, which has bacon, sausage, smoked chicken, shrimp, squid, pineapple, onion. I think that's,
And extra cheese.
yes, extra cheese. Extra pineapple too.
And extra pineapple. And it's about $10 US.
Yes.
And how big is the box? Let me see.
12-inch.
It's not my pineapple.
It's got pineapple in it. It has pineapple.
All right, I'm going to get up.
Hold on.
You ready to go home?
Ready?
Eat some good food?
Yep.